So Group A has come to a conclusion on day 6 of the ICC T20 World Cup as Sri Lanka and Namibia have secured their spots in the Super 12 stage of this tournament as they beat Netherlands and Ireland respectively by 8 wickets each, and we'll be talking about both of those games on this volume of CRIQAZI Diaries.
Have a look at that, smiles up, oh, it's nearly taken someone out in the stands. That was a flat 6 right under the stand there, the George Giffen stand, up into the members, and it went like a rocket. Well, wicket 34.
Honestly, I had a feeling that Namibia would pull this off, and this is by far their greatest achievement in their short cricketing history. In fact, I even called it in volume 57, for which I'll leave a link below in the description, so do check that out. Ireland won the toss, elected to bat, and actually got off to quite a decent start, largely thanks to top scorer Paul Stirling, who scored 38 of 24 deliveries. But the rest of the batters, they just couldn't get going. The only other batters to cross 20, in fact, the only other batters to register double digits were Kevin O'Brien and captain Andy Balbirnie, as Namibia restricted Ireland to a score of 125 for the loss of 8 wickets in 20 overs, with the pick of the bowlers being Jan Freiling, who took 3 wickets for 21 runs in his 4 overs. Now, the chase wasn't as straightforward as the scorecard might suggest, as at one point Namibia required 50-odd runs in the last 6 overs, but then out came to bat David Wiesa, and he muscled Craig Young for 2 massive sixes, and that, in my opinion, was the turning point in the game and swung the pendulum towards Namibia. PSL cult hero Wiesa smashed 28 of 14 deliveries, and he also took 2 wickets in his 4 overs for 22 runs to deliver a second consecutive man of the match performance after he pummeled Netherlands for 66 runs in his 40 deliveries just in the previous game. Namibia captain Gerhard Erasmus also starred with the bat, scoring a classy and composed knock of 53 of 49 deliveries, seeing his team home, and just the emotions from the Namibian contingent when the game was won. They were so exuberant, and even the captain himself, he was so overawed by the achievement, and that really shows you what this victory means to Namibia, and it's just so heartwarming to see associate nations do well in general. And mind you, beating Ireland is by no means a walk in the park. They are a test playing nation, and of course they have experienced players like Kevin O'Brien and Paul Stirling, in addition to the young prodigy Curtis Camphor, who did take 4 wickets in 4 deliveries not too long ago in this very tournament. So congratulations to Namibia, this is a massive achievement, it will do their cricket a world of good, and best of luck to them for the Super 12 stage. Sri Lanka, on the other hand, absolutely pulverized the Netherlands, bowling them out in 10 overs for just 44 runs. The destroyers-in-chief with the ball were once again leg spin sensation Wanindu Hasaranga, who took 3 wickets in his 3 overs for 9 runs, and this guy is just an absolutely world-class player. He has a great googly, wonderful leg spin, he can bat. I think he's the best player Sri Lanka have. And then, of course, express pacer Lahiru Kumara, who won the Man of the Match award for taking 3 wickets in his 3 overs for 7 runs. And then the ever so impressive offie Mahesh Theekshana, only 21, only bowled a single over in the day, yet he managed to take 2 wickets and gave away only 3 runs. I seriously believe that given these conditions, Sri Lanka's bowling attack will be an extremely potent one and will be a force to be reckoned with in the Super 12 stage. They have all of the variety. They have a leg spinner, a world-class one in Wanindu Hasaranga. Then they have the right arm off break of Mahesh Theekshana, who also has a very good carom ball. And then you've got the express pace duo of Chamira and Kumara. So really well-rounded attack, and I think they're going to cause the other teams a lot of trouble. Just look at the performances of this bowling unit in this T20 World Cup alone. They've bowled out their opposition each time and for very low scores. Arguably, the opposition was weaker, but bowling them out for 96, 101 and then 44, that really says something. And I reckon that if just Sri Lanka can manage to bat well, they can even be contenders for the semi-finals. As a result, Sri Lanka have topped Group A and find themselves in Group 1 in the Super 12 stage, a group which consists of Australia, West Indies, England, South Africa and Bangladesh. And of course, semi-finals may seem like a long shot, I agree, because Sri Lanka's batting does have holes in it, but do expect a surprise or two from this Sri Lankan bowling attack. I think they're going to cause some upsets over here, especially given the fact that they play 4 non-Asian teams in Australia, West Indies, England and South Africa who aren't really known for playing well on these slow wickets and are quite average against spin. In comparison, Group 2 looks considerably easier than this one. It consists of India, Pakistan, New Zealand, Afghanistan, Scotland and Namibia, and even though Namibia and Scotland deserve all the praise in the world, they've done marvelously well to reach this stage, you don't really see them going to the semi-finals, so I would say that group is relatively easier, but I'll touch up more on that in the next video. Volume 60 is coming out very shortly. I'll have a guest with me and we'll be previewing both groups 1 and 2 in the Super 12 stage, in addition to the opening games of the main event, which starts tomorrow. That's a wrap for Volume 59, folks. As always, if you enjoyed this video, like it, share it, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit that bell icon in order to be notified about all of my latest videos. And I'm in fact recording in another hour. I have a guest and we'll be discussing both groups 1 and 2 and the opening game, South Africa versus Australia and West Indies versus England. So keep an eye out for that one. It will be released very, very shortly. But till then, that's all. Kazi off the mic.
Have a look at that, Miles up, oh, it's nearly taken someone out the stands. That was a flat 6 right under the stand there, the George Giffen stand, up into the members.